Hi there, today we have new course. This course talk about English writing for business. I mean that you will help you, or this course will help you write for your product or about your product, and how to write a report. So this course will help you produce your product well, inshallah. Let's see what the first one. Why is it important to write different sentence type? In English we have different sentence type. The first one, simple sentence and compound sentence and complex sentence. Why is it important to write different sentence type? The first one makes your writing more interesting to your readers and hold their attention. You will grab your reader by, or attention of your readers by using these differences or these difference type of sentence. Sentence variety also makes your writing easier to read and understand. If you use different types of sentence, that will help other or your readers to understand what you mean and what you try to do by those or these differences, different types of sentence. يعني in Arabic استخدامك لأنواع مختلفة من الجمل بيساعد القراء على الفهم وبيساعدهم على أنك تجذب انتباههم لمنتجك خاصة. Let's see this comparison between two paragraphs. The first one, we started our business in 2019. Today, we work with customers around the world. We are internet-based. Our customers find our product convenient and affordable. We know our customers' needs. We know how to serve our customers. The first paragraph, all the sentences are the same type. Each idea seems to exist independently. Yani each sentence have or each clause have subject and verb. That's so difficult to understand. Let's see the next paragraph. We started our business in 2019. Today we work with customers around the world because we are internet based. Our customers find our product convenient and affordable. We know what our customers needs and how to serve them. The second paragraph, we used conjunctions, and not all clauses have subject and verb. That will help your readers to understand what you mean and what you try to do, and will grab their attention to your product. يعني in Arabic باستخدامك للconjunctions واللي هي أدوات الربط بيساعد القراء على فهم شو عم تحكي وشو بدك توصل. Simple sentence. This is the first one of types of sentence. Simple sentence are one independent clause or a group of words where the subject and verb. يعني بالsimple sentence هي طبقات منفصلة أو كل جمل هي جمل منفصلة عن بعض، وبكل جملة عندنا subject و verb. Independent clause are subject and verb combination that makes sense. Let's see the first example. You can write them 4 different ways using multiple subjects and verb. For instance, ABC company markets handmade object. ABC company markets handmade objects and sells them around the world. You can notice that we use subject and verb in each clause or in each sentence here in this paragraph. The next one, ABC and market handmade object. ABC and XYZ market handmade object and sell them around the world. That's so difficult to write about or to understand what you mean because each sentence is independent or written independently. Compound sentence. Compound sentences are two independent clauses joined together with conjunctions, semicolon, and transition words are semicolon alone. يعني that's mean in Arabic compound sentence have or has conjunctions between أدوات الربط between every sentence. Not every sentence are alone or what's an independent clause? It's a phrase that can stand alone as a sentence. يعني each clause from these sentences can stand alone. Don't and he don't need or it not it's don't need it don't need it doesn't need to other sentence to explain what you mean. The most common conjunctions are connecting words that writers use in compound sentence are and but, or, and so. You need comma before conjunctions. Yani those the most commas or the most conjunctions that we use it when we writing for business, and, but, so, or. And we need comma before conjunctions, those conjunctions. Let's explain why we use and. It's past 11 p.m. And she still hasn't arrived. We use and to connect between two clauses, and the next reason is because the two clauses have the same equal importance. يعني الاثنين لهم نفس الأهمية فبنستخدم and. The third one we use it for connecting between two clauses, and the fourth one because the second clause is a consequence of the first one, as he went to bed early and the next day he felt better. يعني we can use and like as a result of or as a for. Okay, we have but and for. But the but conjunction is used to introduce a sentence that contrasts with the preceding words. Let's see this example. Mary sprinted quickly, but she couldn't catch Rike. Yeah, we mean Mary sprinted quickly, but she couldn't catch Craig because we have here we have contrasting between those two sentences, because she sprinted quickly but she didn't or she couldn't catch Rick. The next one, or. We use the or conjunctions to connect between two alternative clauses, such as will Mary go or will Rick go. يعني those two, you have two choices to choose between them. Or the next one, for and yet. For, we employ the for conjunction, which means because. يعني we have in the first sentence or in the second sentence the reason for making the first sentence, when the second clause provides the reason for the first, as in they felt shyly because it was snowing. The next one, yet. We use yet for يعني yet that have or is the same of but. يعني you have reason and other clause. خلينا نشوف. It means something like but at the same time, but nevertheless, but in spite of this, there is a contrast between the clauses, as with but. For instance, I've known him for a long time, but I've never really understood him. We have contrasting between two clauses, so we use yet, or we can use but. What is the next? We have in this slide the transition words to make compound sentence. Some of the transition words writers use to form compound sentence are therefore, however, and as a result. The first one, your business may be across the world. However, we will treat you like neighbors. يعني we can use however as but because there is a constructing between those two clauses. And the second one, we treat our clients like neighbors. As a result, the value our service we can use as a result because there is a reason, there is a result after the expression as a result, and we need to add semicolon before those two expressions and comma after them. يعني in Arabic نستخدم however مثل للمقارن between two clauses, and ونستخدم as a result لما بيكون عندنا نتيجة فبنحط النتيجة بعد as a result. ما بننسى نضيف الكوما بعدهم والسيمايكلون after قبلهم. Okay, here we have a question to answer in the comment. Which option shows the best ways to combine these two sentences? يعني أي خيار هو الأصح بالاستخدام conjunctions. Our next goal is it gain to 20% more customers, and the next clause, the marketing team is working harder. Okay, thanks for watching this video, and I will meet you again inshallah. Hi there. In this video I will present the third type of sentence or English sentence. This type is complex sentence. And in the last video I explained what is simple sentence and what is a compound sentence, and I said simple sentence has subject and verb, but there is no conjunctions between those sentences. And in compound sentence, I said that there are conjunctions between sentences, and compound sentence is more easily for understanding. So let's begin with what is compound sentence. What is complex sentence? Complex sentence has two clauses, and both clauses have subject and verb. They don't make sense on their own. They are not complete. يعني there is no meaning without both clauses. يعني each one cannot stand alone. Independent clause need to dependent clause. There are three types of dependent clause. يعني الجملة التابعة هناك ثلاث أنواع لها: adverb and subject, adjective and adverb and noun. When we create or when we combine this dependent clause or with independent clause, we create complex sentence. Let's begin with adverb clause. Adverb clauses show different types of relationships between ideas. I mean, they show time and cause and effect and contrast. Then condition relationships. يعني in Arabic الادverb clause تعرض الوقت والسبب والتأثير والمقارنة. For time relationship, adverb clause begin with words like after, as soon as, and while. يعني نستخدم غالبا هاي الكلمات for adverb clause: after, as soon as, while. For instance, we will begin filling your order as soon as you choose your product. You will see, or you will notice that we used as soon as between dependent clause and independent clause. After we ship your order, you will receive in 2 to 4 days. Location doesn't change the meaning of sentences. Okay, yeah, the place of dependent clause and independent clause, or to change the place of dependent clause and independent clause, will not change the meaning of sentence. In Arabic يعني تغييرك لموقع dependent clause and independent clause لن يغير المعنى لهذه الجملة. The next one: adverb clause that express contrast or unexpected result usually begin with although. يعني غالبا بيبدأ ب although أحيانا أو الادverb clause. Although we have only 4 products, you can order them in a wide variety of size and colors. Finally, adverb clause that state possible conditions usually begin with if. يعني بنستخدم الادverb clause للإمكانية أو للسماح. يعني if your order isn't correct, we will be happy to make any changes necessary. For instance, or for example, we can send you a different product if you provide us with your mailing address. You will notice that we use if for possibility. يعني إذا كان بإمكانك أن تزودنا بالإيميل بإمكاننا أن نرسل لك منتج جديد أو مختلف. The next one is the adjective clause. Adjective clause. What the intrinsic value of using adjective sentence? Adjective clause, adjective clause. Adjective clauses are like adjective. They describe nouns. يعني for describing nouns we use adjective clause. They don't change the meaning of a sentence but give more information about a noun in the sentence. يعني adjective clause بيعطيك المزيد من المعلومات عن الفاعل أو They often begin with who or which or where or when. For instance, the employee who you spoke with would ask me to give you a call. يعني الموظف الذي طلبها أو تحدثت معه هو الذي طلب مني أن أزودك بالاتصال. The next one, more example about adjective sentence. Adjective clause. We can easily solve the problem which you discussed. The office where we will meet is close to the airport. And the last one, we always remember the day when we first became partners. So in these sentences I used which and where, then when in each sentence. In this example you will notice that all the adjective clauses are giving more information about the word right before them. يعني in Arabic كل جملة عم تعطيك الوصف للاسم اللي قبلها أو اللي بعدها أحيانا. Just like regular adjectives, these clauses describe nouns. Let's try another one. Steve Jobs started Apple. He stayed with the company for most of its history. In this case, let's try making the first sentence an adjective clause. Here's what it would look like. يعني in the second sentence you will notice how we use adjective clause. Steve Jobs, who, because Steve Jobs is a noun, started Apple. Then we put a comma. Stayed with the company for most of its history. Last one of the noun clause. The noun clause, like noun. And noun clause can be the subject or object of a sentence. يعني noun clause instead of nouns and or object. Noun clause often begin with question words like who or how or where and when, although they begin with some of the same words that adjective. يعني in Arabic على الرغم من أنه بيبلشوا بنفس الكلمات للadjective clause, but the noun clause isn't the same or isn't like the adjective clause. They cannot be separated from the sentence. يعني لا يمكنهم أن ينعزلوا عن الجملة. In other words, they are a part of the main clause of the sentence. we cannot stand, or we cannot leave it. We cannot leave it. We most often use noun clause to state. We most often use noun clause to state what someone else said and to express our opinions or reactions to someone or something. يعني we use the noun clause to express about the state of someone, or to express about opinions, or our opinions or reaction of or to something. For instance, he didn't know when the flight landed. And the next one, what clients want is the best or the best product and service. يعني ما يريده الزبون هو الأفضل أو المنتج الأفضل والخدمات الأفضل. إذن here we expressed about the state of or what clients want. Okay, here we have two questions for answering in the comment if you want to answer it. Okay, let's review what we said in this lecture. We talked about complex sentence, and we said that complex sentence has two clauses, the independent clause and dependent clause, and both clauses have subject and verb. And dependent clause include three types. The first one, adjective clause, and adverb clause, and the noun clause. And we said adjective clause give us more information about the noun, and adverb clause give us more information about period. And the next one, the noun clause, and we said that noun clause give us more information about the state of someone or a reaction of something. Thanks for watching this video.